Moon, and Virgo rising. Please make sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising Sun video, as you may be operating more fully from one aspect of your personality over another at any given time. Also, keep in mind, though I say this is you throughout the reading, please be aware that I do know this can be your partner or someone else around you, and that's okay. Whether this resonates with you largely depends on whether you know what's going on with the people around you, or if you don't. Sometimes you don't know what's going on with people around you. Okay? So just bear with me on that. Now, if this reading does not resonate, it might not be your reading. Stay tuned. Maybe the next one will be. It won't always be your reading. So don't try to make it fit. Selfishness being hidden. Selfishness being hidden, or a me first attitude being hidden, or compulsiveness being hidden. That's kind of what's coming up whenever I look down at the deck. But let's just see. All right, Virgo. Virgo, you're feeling like you need clarity, or someone around you is feeling like they need clarity. Like big time, because I'm hearing jumbo. Like I really need clarity, a lot of clarity. I need to understand the big picture. The name Tommy might mean something to some of you. I don't know. Let's just see. Main energy for Virgo right now, please. You may, whoever this is, they may feel like they are always needing clarity, like somebody's being vague, maybe, or something like that. Virgo. Main energy, children, creativity, romance. Do you have a new love interest or a new philosophy on romance? Or maybe some of you are having a child, or there are issues surrounding a child. Some of you may be going on vacation with a child. Or maybe your child is having issues at school. Who knows? We'll see. Virgo. Romance, and then we've got it scorpionic. So this could be a couple of things. Your romantic style may be more, we'll call it on the darker side. Or some of you may be dealing with a romance that's like taboo. Okay? In the eyes of society, not necessarily by you. You know, and I have to point this out to people who say, oh, no, 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 I would never do that. That may be what your partner wants, or the person you're interested in. Virgo, one more card for the main energy for Virgo. Some of y'all might be some freaky deakies. I don't know. Why do I get the feeling if it's a partner that they're afraid that you're not going to be accepting of that? Yeah, there's some kind of unexpected event. Some of you may like have taboo sex, like that you didn't expect. Or find out that your child is kind of more scorpionic in nature than you had originally thought. But for most of you, I get this is more of like a romance taboo kind of situation, and something unexpectedly happens. somebody feels like, and I've gotten this in another reading today, somebody in the relationship or somebody around you is either being selfish or you're being selfish when it relates to some sort of taboo relationship. It's like, for some of you, it's like, in a way, you kind of know that you're being selfish, but like, at the same time, it's like, I have to find a balance here. You know what I mean? Like, I think I've told you guys this too. Like, there's got to be a balance of me and them. It can't be all about me first. Me. And this may be the kind of people that you attract, or this may be talking about you. Okay? You know, and it could be even like some of you worrying about getting caught too. Or your person. Virgo. Some of you might find yourself like wrapped up in a taboo relationship that you didn't expect. Let's go to the tarot. Let's see if it goes on with this or if it's a new reading. Virgo, please. Talks about trying to tame the beast within your head. Could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But there's something here about a past situation. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this could be like an unexpected pregnancy. Just saying. And it was like it happened through a taboo relationship. But we're going to leave that storyline and move back to the tarot here. Some of you are trying to be strong about a child or about a past situation. Red. You know, I do remember doing a video for some of you where you had a child who was involved in a taboo type of relationship and you knew about it, but you weren't telling anybody that you knew about it. So it may be coming back to that again, potentially. We'll see. Ah. Some of you may have been trying to end your child's taboo relationship. Just being honest with you. Oh, I've got my cards upside down. Hold on. Virgo. Damn it. When I try to get... Oh. Some of you, you may be upset that your child's going to be inheriting money. Like, for instance, say your father is, you know, in ill health and is saying he's going to leave the money to the grandchildren instead of the child. And for some of you, that's upsetting you. or this could be something that's coming up that you don't expect. For others of you, it could be that, like, you feel like, I put money in towards this person, towards this situation or whatever, and I took risks, so I don't feel like that's fair. Virgo. Got the High Priest again. Your belief systems in the past about money or property and a risk that you took, that might be something that's being brought up. There might be some, like, how do I explain this? Like some, and I'm not getting a guilt card, but for some of you, there could be some guilt about not wanting the child to have the money. Okay? That's for some of you. For others of you, you may have committed to somebody just for the money, or they did this to you. It might be about your family, or it might be about a home, or it could be money. It's any of that. Like, I get this feeling like if you were expecting to inherit something, you might not. I guess I'm going to take both of those. I feel like because maybe you were somehow like, maybe you were like financially invested in something here. And you thought by sticking in the situation and making improvements through finances that something would come to you. But it might not, like I said. And you're starting to see that. Yeah, you have intuition about some sort of final decision here. And there's like worry around it. Some of you, this also could be something about a work situation. Maybe some of you like worked so you could make improvements to something so that you would get money from it when the time came. And you really didn't want to. That's what I'm getting. So that's for one set of Virgos there. Like, that's what it feels like, y'all. And I may have the characters in the story wrong. And if I do, I apologize. But it's that kind of energy, like something that you invested in because you thought that you would get money. Um, Actually, it could have even been promised in an underhanded or not published agreement to go to a child. Again, this could be you or someone else, you, your partner, somebody you live with. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but I get this kind of like unexpected money story around the money not going to you. And the problem is, let me look at that again. It was like you were happy to be stuck in the situation because you thought it was going to pay off and you were waiting as a strategy. But somebody's going to tell you the truth about what was hidden. Okay? So that's just a story for some of you, and that would explain the children, something underground and unexpected. So that could be a similar storyline potentially for some of you. Somebody not wanting to work but thinking that if they did, they would like inherit something, money or property or something like that. Whatever. I'm going to just look at the center here. This is family money. The 4 and the 2. 4 is the fourth house of family. 2 is the second house of money. So there's something about family money that you thought that you were going to get, but it looks like a child is going to wind up getting it, or a romantic partner. But like, some of you may have expected that the child wouldn't get it because they are in a taboo relationship, even. But for most of you, that's not the case. I feel like most of you, it's just kind of like you're not understanding there's an agreement underneath the surface with a child, and this person may wind up with it instead of you. Okay? So just be aware of that. I would tell you, like, it's normal to have those kind of feelings. Make sure that you're not sabotaging the relationship because of that. And plan your finances accordingly. So don't like expect that you're just automatically going to receive a certain something, okay? Because you may not get it. Okay. Let's move on to the tarot for Virgo. Hi, Shaylee. I can't remember how to say it, Shaylee or Shaylee. Always forget every time. All right. So don't count on money that you haven't already received or property that you have not already received. All right, let's try this again. Virgo, please. Main energy for Virgos. There we go again. There's some sort of risk that you hid. And ended. So maybe that's, I don't know until we get further in it, but that risk could be like I put money into something, but now that I know that I'm not going to get it, I'm hiding my cards close to my chest and I'm ending those things I was doing to help or improve a situation because I'm not going to get something in return. Could be a thing for some of you. Virgo. Yeah, y'all, I can't make this shit up. You may feel as if you're being manipulated in some sense of the word, like to put to invest in something or help with something or whatever. But like this Knight of Swords to me comes in, and I don't know, the Knight of Swords to me, I don't fully trust the Knight of Swords. I just feel like this is like potentially you or someone else was kind of like dancing around the subject. But the problem is, you or another person was really happy that they were going to get this money. But you may not be seeing the full story. Oh, thank you. Virgo. I don't know if that's it or not. Yeah, see? It's what it's saying. It's like you were happy about this inheritance or money or property choice because you had been generous. Don't be mad at me, but this also, so far, is kind of pointing out that that was kind of, and I understand it, but like it was kind of manipulative because you did it with the intent of inheriting or receiving. Some of you may have, like, you or the child, like, there's something about manipulation here. Like, maybe once you realized you weren't getting it, you manipulated this child or this other person, whoever this is, because it can be a romantic partner or something like that, or a creative partner, be a lot of things. But, like, I think it's your child. I think it's your child. Or a child. Doesn't have to be. This could have been money from a father figure or a money from like career. I don't know. Let's see. Virgo. Oh boy. I'm going to just go a little bit further in a minute if I can remember to go back to this. Virgo. I did see another story too. Virgo. Oh, there's that child card. You made the choice because you were generous in the past to wait on your ships to come in. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. I feel it and it comes out in the cards. I don't know if I should take this last one or not. There could have been some sort of an agreement to this too, but maybe somebody went back on it. Maybe that's why it's unexpected. I'm not counting that towards the read. We're going to do one more card on the tarot. Virgo. I feel like you told somebody, like, I'm being generous, and you're like dancing around the subject in the past about taking the risk and saying that you were happy about it. I don't know. It's something like that. Yeah. See, this is my intuition card. Whether it sounds like you had intuition of this or have intuition of this, not necessarily that you were told. You may have been told. Maybe somebody gave you intelligence, so to speak, but like this feels like you knew. So it's like you waited to make any more improvements because you knew there was a sudden change to your happiness and to this money. Now, I got another story I have to say. This could be you or someone else. But this person also took a risk to manipulate generosity, either to, like, how do I say this? Manipulate generosity to improve a situation, to improve intuition, so people would know that things were going to change soon. Or this could be like manipulating generosity to make it look like this person was struggling. It could go either way, when they already knew they were getting a large sum of money or had already received a large sum of money. It could even be that. For some of you, it could be you or this other person already got the money, and like when that choice ended, you started manipulating or they started manipulating. Either way, I'm just seeing some, like I said, it's normal to have feelings like that. Like when you're expecting something, I mean, child or no child, like you were expecting something, you put in towards it. It's normal to feel kind of a little sense of like, that's not fair, you know? However, that was the choice that was made. Yeah. So, like I said, this is something about a child's work, a child's father, a romance at work. It could be so many different things here. But for a lot of you, like you may have been hopeful to get the money that was designated to a child and you didn't know it or something like that. It can go vice versa too. Maybe the child thought they were going to get it. You know what I mean? And then it turns out that they don't. Either way, it does look like the child does though. We'll see. All right, let's move on to the Fallen Angel deck. Upset? Are you fearful that you're going to lose the money? Do you already know it? Single father, two boys. Yeah, it could be. I don't know if that's your story or not, but if you're expecting to inherit money, you may not get it. It may be going to the children. That could be a thing too. Because, I mean, children could be your children, but then again, it could be the children of the person who's giving away the property or selling the property or whatever it is, okay? I don't know. You can use the word child loosely, but it's like, for most of you, it's your child. Like it's handed down to the grandchildren, for instance, instead of the parents. And it's causing an upset. All right. All right, let's see. So let's go with this. Virgo, main energy for Virgo, please. Again, this may be a separate reading, or this may be a continuation of the ones that we just did. Most of the time it's a continuation, but sometimes it's a totally different one. So my lesson for you today, like I said, don't ever take like tarot as gospel, but it's like things to watch for. So I'm telling you to watch your finances and don't expect money that you haven't actually already received, okay? Just to be safe. Virgo. Some of you are going to be like, damn, I didn't think my kid would be like that. Virgo. But it's not necessarily the child doing it. It definitely can be. It can be. It may have just been designated to them, or it could be something that they did that was scorpionic in nature to change things. Virgo. Friendships. What? Okay, this is a totally different reading because that reading didn't have anything to do with friendships. So this is another Virgo, I'm assuming. Oh, it could have been a romantic friendship for some of you that somebody did this. Just going to put that out there. All right. Either that, or it does have to do with the situation and a friend told you the truth about what was actually going on. Okay. So, because I don't know the timeline of all of this, there may be a situation involving children, creativity, romance, and a friend told you the truth about some sort of marriage or legal agreement. Or some sort of relationship. It may go against your belief systems, like I said, or someone else's belief systems. Virgo. Hold on. I thought I had it, but I didn't. Virgo. Yeah. Friend was honest about a new beginning. Did they try to give you advice? Maybe they told you about this? Again, that's what I was getting. Something like that. Maybe this friend told you that you're about your child's relationship and about how something about it was hidden. That could be for some of you. But regardless, it's like it feels like somebody's coming to you and telling you the truth about some sort of new beginning. And you're listening to what they're saying. Shit. And now it's like you're fearful. Maybe if I stopped trying to catch the cards, there wouldn't be so many fall. Because I think I make it worse by trying to catch them. I'm just going to put this out there. Let me pull these, see if there's other cards on the floor first. This sounds more like one of the readings I had gotten for y'all in the past. And I don't really understand how this works, but if this is your reading, you do understand how this works. But like maybe they told you something and you listened and you're like, you felt fearful because you found out information that you didn't know. Say you found out that the child's relationship was taboo and it was being kept discreet. Maybe you tried to keep discreet. Like I told you, remember I said some of you found out about a child's taboo relationship and then you pretended like you didn't know. And why did you do it? So that you could recover this past settlement. So something that you did revolving around this relationship was like a power grab at getting that property or money back that was supposed to go to a child, you were trying to keep it for yourself. Yeah. Well, like I said, some of you, this isn't your reading, but for others it will be. But that's the feeling that I get. Like somehow through that child's taboo relationship and you pretending like you didn't know about it, somehow that was an attempt to recover the money back from that child. You know, the money should have gone to the child, but you didn't want it to. You wanted it to go to you personally. So it's almost like you underhandedly went back and took it away from them, or vice versa. It's some kind of energy like that. Maybe you found out that your child was like in an underground marriage or something like that. When I say underground, I mean like there's something taboo about it, not necessarily underground per se. Virgo. Remember, you know, I say child, but the fifth house is children, creativity, and romance. So it could be any of those. But I'm using child so I don't have to go through the spiel of who all it could be and all this stuff. Yeah, see, you knew about it. You knew about the relationship. You thought that there was a way for you to recover it by pretending to be stupid or not to know about the relationship. But you knew and you were pissed off. Some of you may have fought it or contested it. Dang it, I can't seem to get my hands to... One more. There it is. Yep. See, you were pissed off about their partnership. It says that. Upheaval and partnership. So, like, first of all, taboo or not, your child's relationship is none of your business. I mean, unless they're 12. Totally different story. But if they're a child, let me say that again. If they're an adult, their relationship is none of your business. And that doesn't give you the right to take away what was given to them. Or vice versa, them from you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's see what's down here. Illusion. Some of you may have found out that this so-called taboo relationship that the child was in wasn't even really a relationship. For others of you, it's like you knew about it and you were upset about the partnership, but you created an illusion and conflicts so that you could discreetly recover this money or property that should have gone to a child. And you have a hard time letting it go and keeping the peace about it. I get that. I can understand that. But again, like I said, a child's relationship, whether real or imagined, as long as they are 18 or older. Yeah. Did I look at the numbers in the middle on this one? Yeah, this is like a relationship. Maybe be two relationships because I got the number 7 twice. So, all right. Not judging because, I mean, I am, but I'm not. Like, I understand the feelings, is what I'm trying to say. But, like, if something was given to someone else, not to you, it depends on the circumstances, obviously. But, like, if it was handed down by grandpa, for instance, you shouldn't have tried to keep it away from them, even if you did do repairs or invest money in it or whatever. Like, at the very most, ask for the money back for the repairs that you did or the extra investments if you want to do that. Like, but taking it fully away from them is not really fair, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Let's see what the advice card is for Virgo. Again, like I said, the 5th house is children, creativity, romance. So it could be also a romantic or a creative partnership too. What's the advice for Virgo? Was that it? It's telling you to be strong about this. Like, you may feel like you're being shit on because of your belief systems around it. But you need to be careful because you could be in legal trouble if you don't correct it. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. You might even want to get legal counsel to try to rectify the situation. Shit. Yep. It's time to change it. That's what it says. Change. It's like, you know what you did. And the thing is, like I said, you know, if you feel that strongly that you need money back for something that you put in, then you need to be honest about that rather than just taking the whole kit and caboodle and pretending like nothing's wrong. I just wanted to look and make sure I didn't drop any more cards. But that's what it's saying. So, like, legally, you could be in danger, and it can affect and change the relationship with your child if you don't correct it. It's time to be honest, okay? And have more empathy towards this settlement situation. Recognize what's more important. Is it more important to save the relationship or to hold on to like past traditions or hold on to the past situation? Do you love this person or do you want to fight them? Because if you fight them, it's going to turn into a misfortune for you, and you already know that. So that's my reading there. Could have something to do with health, daily duties, daily routines also, or service to others, which I was talking about, how you may have been of service and so you thought you were entitled to. And I don't mean that like in Karen entitled. It's like, I put in work to it, you know? I get it. But sometimes you have to take the moral high ground. Let's see if we... Did I already do it? Was that advice? Now I can't even remember. We're going to ask advice again. There may be more. Just in case I didn't. Yeah, you've got to, okay, I feel like you're really angry about this relationship, but it also feels frustrated. I feel like you resisted it too hard. Or this legal agreement, it could be that too. You may have been pissed off that they were legally married. Maybe they didn't tell you they were married. Maybe that's why you're mad. But you already knew about it. But you already knew about it. Did you end the family member's career? Or the mother's career? Or reputation? I don't know. Either way, I'm just going to say, that, like, I feel like the relationship is more important than the money. And I mean, you don't even know, like, depending on what the situation is, you don't even know if that child wouldn't trickle down the money to you anyway. Not all of it, obviously. They're going to get some of it, but, like, would they totally just keep it from you? I don't know. But I think the relationship is more important. Let's do, I'm just going to do 3 cards from the Shaman Oracle deck, too. Y'all, please do know I'm not judging you, though, because like I said, I totally understand that. Totally understand that mindset. I get it. And there may be shame or guilt around feeling that way, but like maybe it's time to discuss it. I don't know. Or just to rise above it, one of the two. Virgo. Because I mean, it's something that you already knew. You can't pretend like you didn't. Well, you can try, but you have opportunity for growth here. And things that you want coming true. But the thing is, there has to be transformation within this family situation in order for that to happen. Stop seeing things as gloom and doom and stop being stubborn. Trying to teach them a lesson. Y'all, stop trying to teach them a lesson. Like I said, unless they're 12 years old, you don't have a right to be still teaching them lessons about what type of love they have for someone. Okay? You were trying to control them in some certain way and confuse them about something here by taking your time. Yeah. All right. Let's look at your... I'm going to use the Shaman Oracle cards for the... Should I do that? No. I'm going to go back to the way I was doing. Your person of interest. Let's do your person of interest. person of interest. Letter S might mean something to you, or there might be something about art projects, or maybe you like to draw. Some of you could have, what is that? It's jealousy. Honestly, it's a little bit of jealousy here. All right. Virgo's person of interest. The person of interest is a partner or a family member, or this could be about an agreement with a family member. Virgo's person of interest. I want that one. Your person of interest does not trust you. Maybe because of your family legal situation. I don't know. Say you were in a romance and you told your romantic partner about what you did to your child, and now they don't trust you. They don't trust you anymore. Some of you, they may even left you. Virgo's person of interest. Just one more for Virgo's person of interest. Yeah, they see through you. Or they see through the situation, okay? Like, they may be, I'm not saying, how do I put this? I feel like they see what's going on. They're still trying to be diplomatic in some sense of the word for a lot of you, but they know what you're about. They may have even received like visions of, like psychic downloads about it even. They knew they had to protect themselves because you were controlling them and celebrating it. All right. Anything that Virgo needs to know right away? We'll use the shaman deck on that one. Anything Virgo needs to know right away. I didn't even start shuffling before that one came out. Deal with your anger issues. Like, this is really, really important. Maybe anger issues with the father or about a job even for some of you. Or it could just be that you're upset about how your reputation is going to be affected by this. Like, it's saying it's time to work on your anger issues. Maybe therapy. Remember, last time I did a reading for you guys, there was something about therapy. But I mean, this could be your person or you, not necessarily you. One more thing. Is there anything else they need to know right now? Yeah. You have to get over your anger about the sacred space, aka maybe it wasn't an inheritance of a home or a property or something that you considered a sacred space. If not, this is talking about getting over your anger with your family. Yeah. It's like, move on. You got to move on from this. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for being here. Please, please, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um, Jean. Hi, Jean. Leo rising. Um, I'm not sure of that, Jean. I mean, that may be true, but there may have already been an agreement according to this, because it's like there was some sort of underground agreement with the child. And so other people didn't understand or know that. And so I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it could go either way. Because it is scorpionic. You know what I mean? So it is a possibility. You're right there. Paying your rent. I'm not really sure about that. It's meant to be divided equally. Stepsister took it all in my family's house. Okay, but see, sometimes people will tell you one thing and then change the agreement. I can't tell you how many times I've been promised things from people that when they passed away didn't leave it to me. They actually gave it to somebody else, or somebody else took it forcibly. But in the long haul, I actually found out, I won't give names of who, but I actually have a living relative that said, I want you to tell me what you want me to leave to you. And then a relative comes to me, Mom says that, I just told the story. Okay, so my relative tells me that her mom is saying that she's going to give it to somebody else. So they tell you one thing and do another is more the feeling that I got. So don't you? I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just telling you sometimes people lie and say that they're going to give you something or that this is going to be divided equally, and then that's not really what they do in the end. Though there is a possibility because of some sort of taboo relationship and people being angry that things happen the way you described too, okay? So I'm just saying, yeah, kids at 13 and 15, you've got a right to make sure they do not get involved in relationships that could harm them. However, like, I feel like you have to also be open and honest that not everybody believes in the kind of relationships that you do, as long as they're being safe, is what I want to say. Like, for instance, 13 I still think is a little bit young, but like, it's none of my business. But like, for me, like 15, 16 years old, like, if this person knows that they're not straight, for instance, I'm not going to stop them from that, but I do want to make sure that whatever they're doing it safe. You know what I mean? I don't feel like we have a right to decide who somebody is. Our responsibility as a parent is just to make sure that they're safe, you know. But again, everybody has their own belief systems, and just because I believe that doesn't mean that's the ultimate truth. Yeah. If you feel like they're in danger, you definitely have to protect your children. No, no shit. Especially now in today's day and age, no shit, you've really got to watch out for it. But I wish I could go back on the ones that I was reading earlier. But it does feel like that. It feels like somebody pretending they didn't know about a child's taboo relationship in order to get their money. But again, roles can be reversed, okay? Or a romantic partner, blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Y'all, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye, guys.